When the Kia e-Niro was first launched in 2018, it quickly proved that electric cars didn't have to come at a compromise. The impressive range, space, generous equipment levels, and most importantly, the affordable price tag proved to be a huge hit. Consistently, the e-Niro swept up award after award for this unbeatable package. Well, out goes the Kia e-Niro and in comes a new name for this new model. This is the Kia Niro EV. However, it's not just the name that's new. It's a whole new car on a whole new platform. But what does still remain is its hard to beat all-round electric package. Hi, I'm Tish and I'm an independent motoring journalist. And today I'm at Essex Kia in Southend to show you around the all-new Kia Niro EV. Sleek yet striking, the all-new Kia Niro's exterior has future written all over it. With a stylish front bonnet framed around signature matte gloss two-tone tiger nose grille that accommodates an integrated central charging point. The all-new Niro is designed around simple lines that render a bold CUV side profile. Turn heads wherever you go, thanks to its unique body cladding and stylish aero C-pillar at the rear to enhance airflow and aerodynamics. The all-new Niro showcases modern styling where it counts, with a rear section that boasts simple and an elegant design, boomerang-style motive taillights, rugged skid plate and lower bumper that's just the right balance of bold and beautiful. The new car is longer and wider, to further increase the existing practicality of the Niro EV as a family car. It does, however, remain the same height as the e-Niro. Thanks to the additional length of the new Niro EV, it's now more spacious in the back than ever before. I've got a ton of headroom and legroom. Plus, because there's no transmission tunnel, it means that even middle passengers will have plenty of legroom. Despite this being the entry-level car, you've still got a pull-out armrest with 2 cup holders and the USB-C charge ports built into the back of the front seats. Space inside the boot has grown by 24 litres over the previous generation car. It now features 475 litres, which is only just short of the Kia EV6, which has 490. The boot itself is super practical. The floor in its upright position produces a wide and accessible space, whilst in its lower position increases capacity. Under the floor, even more storage can be found for storing valuables out of sight. But the Niro EV gets an all-new storage feature, which cannot be found on the previous generation car. For the first time, the Niro EV now also gets some additional storage underneath the bonnet. So under here you'll find 20 litres of storage space, which is enough for your handbag or the charging cables. Sustainability was at the core of designing the new Niro, and inside the cabin you'll find a ton of recycled and sustainable materials, including recycled plastic on the dashboard and seats and recycled wool on the headlining. The interior of the new Niro EV is really impressive. It feels very spacious and modern in here. There's new lines and creases which make it feel sharp and stylish. It also features design cues that you'll find in the more expensive and larger EV6. All versions come generously equipped. Even this entry-level car has keyless start, a rear view camera, adaptive cruise control, and you even get this very cool section below the infotainment screen. And this is switchable dials. You can either have it set to your climate control or you can switch it and then it becomes your radio controls. If you step up to the higher specification models, you start to get some fancy tech. You get things like blind spot sensor cameras, and you also get a larger infotainment screen, as well as increased quality of materials used in the cabin. While the e-Niro was available with 2 sizes of battery by the end of production, Kia wanted to simplify the buying process, and this new model is only being offered with the larger, more popular 64.8 kWh battery, which feeds a 201 brake horsepower electric motor. Range stands at 285 miles, which is more than most other compact electric family cars. The Niro EV can charge at a max rate of 80 kilowatts, which is enough for a 10 to 80% top up in around 40 minutes. If you're just topping up your Niro EV at home, fully replenishing the battery from a 7.4 kilowatt wall box will take around 10.5 hours. 0 to 60 takes under 8 seconds in the Niro, which is slightly slower than the previous generation, despite the fact that it's lighter and it's also got the same amount of power. But that's not a negative thing. See, Kia's designers have actually remapped the power delivery. Previously, in the outgoing Niro, it struggled a little bit with putting that 201 brake horsepower through the front wheels. It now has a far smoother power delivery, and the car is much more enjoyable when you need to pick up speed quickly. There are 3 different driving modes to choose from, and you can toggle through them using the button on the steering wheel. Economy mode will reduce your consumables and it will get you the best possible range out of your battery. Normal mode is the best of both worlds. And then there's Sport mode, which will give you all of that performance out of the battery. Whilst you toggle through these different drive modes, it also changes the instrument cluster to different graphics and colours. The Niro also features regenerative braking, and you can adjust this using the buttons behind the steering wheel, a bit like you'd find in a combustion car to change the gears. In the Niro, you also have an I-pedal setting, which is the strongest regenerative braking setting. When using this, you can actually bring the car to a complete stop just using the regenerative braking. It's one thing to have an electric car with a decent amount of range, but it has to be able to achieve that range. And this is something that was always really positive feedback about the e-Niro. It was very good at maintaining its range, getting really impressive mile per kilowatt figures. Well, I'm really pleased to say that the new Niro EV is no different. It's still so economical. In the time that I've spent with this car, I've seen miles per kilowatt figures of 4.6, but there's even 3.8 which has been recorded on the car. The Kia Niro EV might have a new name and a bold new look, but all of those core factors which have made this such a well-loved EV are still there, and it's just better than ever. We love the new Niro EV and we know you're going to as well. Why not click the link down below and find out where your local dealer is and book a test drive today. For any more questions or queries, make sure you get in contact and one of our sales associates will be happy to help. Until next time, bye.